The Garden Project of Southwest Colorado is a local nonprofit. We've been around since 1998 and we are helping to grow a healthier community, one garden at a time. We started off doing at-risk use gardening programs with therapeutic garden spaces, and now we have the first public use community garden in Durango. We do public school gardens as well as the garden here at Mana Soup Kitchen. We're really trying to increase self-sufficiency skills in our community, starting at the youngest age possible. What I'm really working on is that sustainability model to make sure that all of the gardens that we work on are sustained in the long term, and that is through empowering the community, through trainings and workshops to take care of their own garden spaces and really feel supported by our organization. At our community garden, the Ohana Kuleana Community Garden, it's really neat to see the neighbors come out and work in the garden and really establish these community ties. We're not just building gardens, we're building community.
This land was going to be used for a development, but the neighborhood wasn't too happy about that. The land is actually owned by Plata County. And at that point, Bob Lieb stepped in and proposed a community garden.
And I entered into a 10-year lease with La Plata County. We pay them an annual amount to lease this property. I just thought it'd be a good garden because it had the space to be able to do it.
The garden is made up of 45 plots, which are gardened by about 35 groups. Those are families, groups of friends, a church group, Southwest Center for Independence, and of course Riverview Elementary. The Ohana Kuleana Community Garden turns into this outdoor living laboratory when Charlie Love, the science teacher at Riverview Elementary, brings all his students down. They get to explore the garden, experience new foods by planning and planting their garden in the spring, and then coming back the next year and getting to harvest it.
Oh, red ones! Red ones!
The Garden Project of Southwest Colorado has had a profound effect on my life personally, just because of all the education and opportunities it's given me to take hold of the soil and the seeds, a chance to interact with my community and to talk to one another and the fellow gardeners that are here, and that's my biggest and greatest treasure here at this garden, is being able to talk to everybody else and download that knowledge.
Here at the Mana Garden, we're growing food directly for the soup kitchen. Mana is one of the few soup kitchens in the country which actually has its own garden. I see this as an incredible opportunity to grow a healthy, nutritious food for a food insecure population within our community.
This space was at one point a dump, and it's gone through a few different changes throughout the years. The biggest challenge is the soil. We don't have soil, we just have shale and rock. So it's been a real challenge to either dig out beds or build raised beds. All of the beds are made of beautiful soil that we've been amending and treating with biodynamic soil preps for the past 4 or 5 years now.
This garden not only helps feed people, but it gives people opportunity, clients and volunteers, an opportunity to work the land. Who doesn't feel better if they contribute back a little bit in one way or another? For this garden to be able to not only provide food to the soup kitchen, to the culinary school, give the students in the culinary school an opportunity to work the land, to give the clients an opportunity to work and volunteer, and then the community volunteers, it's huge. So it's multi-dimensional of what it does giving back to the soup.
The city donated portions of this land for the use of the garden, which is a huge benefit to us. And we also received a block grant from the city of Durango in order to expand the garden, grow more food, involve more people, offer internships for at-risk teens, and offer a free produce stand called the Mana Market. It's all about healthy communities, and that is through nutrition, it's through a sense of place, it's through connecting with others around you in a really positive way. It's about educating people about local food, self-sufficiency within our own communities, and having more of a resiliency with our own families and neighbors. We'd love to see a garden in every school in La Plata County. Needham Elementary is our pilot school garden program.
The garden is about 100 feet by 75 feet. It used to be 1/3 of the size that it is now, and back in 2013 it took over 150 volunteers and donated time from local businesses to build what it is now, and it's 24 raised beds with other features such as a bee and butterfly pollinator garden, a rock garden, some peace pools, and also a native plants area. Having a garden right on site at an elementary school is extremely beneficial. Teachers are able to come out here and use it beyond just growing food. They can do writing prompts, they can observe something that they're learning about in science class. It creates a really tangible, experiential learning opportunity for students.
We really couldn't do what we do without the incredible support of our community. That involves hundreds of volunteers. It involves our partners like 9R School District, Manna Soup Kitchen, and the City of Durango, and of course our business sponsors and grantors who provide the labor and materials and cash donations to make all of these programs possible.